Hello everybody and welcome back to day 19 of Everyday October. And in today's video, as you can see from the title down below, I am creating 3 different looks with 3 different shades of the e.l.f. liquid glitters. I have Dirty Martini, Copper Pop and 24 Karat Gold, which is the one that I have on right now. So if you want to see the other 3 looks that I have created with the other shades, then just keep on watching. So before I jump into the eyeballs, I have already applied everything else onto the rest of my face just so that I can focus on the eyeballs, but just so that you know what else I'm wearing. I have the L'Oreal Age Perfect BB cover on all over the face, the Collection Lasting Perfection concealer. I finally picked this up in the shade 4 Extra Fair, so I have that under the eyes. The brows are very e.l.f. heavy. Again, this is the Instant Lift brow pencil in neutral brown and the Wow Brow in brunette. On the cheeks, I have the Collection Gorgeous Glow contour stick, the e.l.f. Putty blush in Tahiti, and the L'Oreal 24-hour matte bronzer, the one that came out in the summer. I have that on, and then the lip is the lip liner that I always use, the Rimmel one, and the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade Reef. So that's everything else that we have on. I'm going to be doing 3 looks today with 3 of my favourite liquid glitters. So these are the e.l.f. liquid glitters. We have the shade 24 Karat Gold, Dirty Martini and Copper Pop. So that's those there, 24 Karat Gold, Dirty Martini and Copper Pop. So you can see that they are all brown shades, they are all browny neutral shades, but they're so perfect for this time of year. So I'm going to be creating 3 looks with each of these. And also, just to create a look, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Bite Size eyeshadow in I Love You a Latte. So I'm going to start with Dirty Martini, which is almost like a khaki shade. I will swatch these on my hand as well. And I will just say that I have had these for quite a while. These are one of my favourite products of all time. So these are slightly drier than what they are when you very first get them. So this is Dirty Martini. And you can see how that's sort of a green tone, but almost browny and khaki, but so reflective, so glittery and so pretty. So I'm going to start with that one, and I'm basically just going to do a wash of this colour all over the lid, and I will show you in real time how quick it is to create a full look with these liquid glitters. So I'm just going to use a big fluffy brush and I'm going to dip into this warm shade in the I Love You a Latte palette, and I'm just going to run that through the crease just so that there's something for that glitter to blend into. And I'm also going to run this under the eye, so just a little bit of a transition tone, nothing crazy, just a nice warm brown through the crease. So I'm going to go in with the liquid glitter, but I'm going to get a brush first, and like I say, I will show you this in real time. So I've got the product on the little applicator there, and I will swipe this across the lid, apply about that much product from both sides of the applicator. Like I say, mine is a little bit drier than optimal, and then I'm taking a fluffy brush and just moving this about, blending out the top edge, tapping into the main bit of the product, then going over the edges, going backwards and forwards over the edge, creating the sort of shape that you want. So you can go really rounded, you can keep it really tight on the lid, you can blend it right up to the eyebrow. This is the product that I used on my wedding day, not this colour. I used the shade Flirty Birdie, but this is it's the same formula. This is what I used, and I obviously blended it right up to my eyebrow so that you can get a lot of that glitter seen when your eye is open as well. And that is how easy it is to blend. And I went a little bit low on the outer corner, but it is easy enough to wipe away. And can you see how intensely glittery that colour is? I hope that's coming across because it really is so pretty. It has like copper tones and gold, but it's that like khaki base that I just think is so perfect for this time of year. So I'm just going to do the other eye so that we can get the full idea. So to finish the look, I'm just going to go in with a little bit of the e.l.f. Big Mood, and then I will come back and show you how that looks as a finished look. So you can see how that just creates a really simple, glamorous, glittery, smoky eye in one step. It's so easy. I honestly can't go on about these enough. I just absolutely love this formula. It's so easy to work with, you don't get any fallout, the glitter is so intense, which is obviously what I'm here for, and I just absolutely adore these, especially at this time of year. So this is look number 1 with Dirty Martini, so I'm going to take all of this off my eyes now and go on to look number 2. So look number 2 is sort of a halo eye. I love adding a really intense glitter to a dark smoky halo eye, so I'm going to start again with the I Love You Latte palette, and I'm going to go into that same warm shade and basically do exactly the same thing but I'm going to be adding more layers onto this one. This one's going to be slightly more glam, so I'm just working this through the crease but also making sure there's plenty of this colour on the inner corner and on the outer corner. So that is that one warm shade, that second shade along, tapped on the inner corner, tapped on the outer corner and blended right across the lid and also under the eyes. And then I'm going in with a smaller brush, a little something like this one, and I'm going to do basically the same thing but just keep it a little bit tighter in, don't blend it out as much, with that darkest shade. So I'm getting that on the brush and then I'm tapping that onto the inner corner and onto the outer corner and just blending it across. And obviously I'm not being super neat, not that I ever am, but I'm not being super neat today because I am just going to be taking this off in a minute. I'm not going to be leaving this on for any length of time. So that is like the basis of like the halo. Let's do the same on the other eye. So you can see how that's dark, light, and then dark. It just creates a really nice bit of like dimension. And then the glitter that I'm going to be using for this look is Copper Pop, and this is obviously a coppery shade, really beautiful warm shade. I will swatch it for you next to the other one. So that was Dirty Martini and that is Copper Pop. So you can see like the difference in those two shades there. Both super pretty, but I do believe very different. So I'm going to again take that same brush that will already have some of the glitter left on it, but I'm not worrying about that, and I'm going to swipe this onto that blank area in the center of the eyes. Also, if you're wondering why mine look so messy, because I'm like right down to the end of the product, I have taken the stopper out of the end. They normally have a little stopper in the end to stop the product getting all over everything, but I had to take mine out of these last two because I'm getting just the last little bits of product out. So getting a little bit of Copper Pop on the applicator, putting that down the center, down that blank area of the eye, and again going in with that fluffy brush and just tapping over the edges. And again, you can leave this just on the lid or you can take it right up to the eyebrows, but I feel like this is a really glamorous way to add that little pop of glitter. So you can see the difference in the two eyes there, how this is just a little bit more glam, a little bit more glittery, but obviously like you don't have to worry about fallout. That is like the main selling point for me. And these tones and this glitter and this like warm brown smoky eye with the really intense glitter, I just feel like this looks so autumnal, so pretty. So this is the Copper Pop shade, really subtle, really soft, but also really intensely glittery. And again, I will just add a lick of mascara so that we get the full idea. And that is the finished look with mascara on. If I was keeping this look on, I would absolutely pop a really blinding inner corner highlight on and a little bit under the brow bone as well. But I'm going to take this off now and go on to look number 3. But I absolutely love this. Is this possibly my favourite way to use these glitters? I mean, I have already done a whole look just on a halo eye, but I was using the gold one for that, so I wanted to use a different colour for this one, just so you get a different look and a different idea. So going in with more micellar water and I'll take this off. So that is the concealer back on the eyes, and we are ready for look number 3. And this is possibly, I can't think if I've ever done a look like this before, like what I've got in my head, but going back into this bite size palette, I'm going to take a big fluffy brush, wipe it off on my pyjama bottoms, and I'm just going to dip into this lightest shade just to help cancel out anything that I have on the lid. Obviously it's not normal to have 3 looks all going on on the eyelids at the same time, so I'm just cancelling out a bit of that redness, and this is the perfect shade for it for my skin tone, so just buffing that all over. And then I'm going to go into this cool tone, the third one along, just on the same big fluffy brush, and just add a little bit of a shadow back in. So then I'm adding a brown wing. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Liquid Liner. This is in the brown shade, and I'm going to add quite a big wing that's quite far out, a little something like that. And then I'm going in with the 24 karat gold liquid glitter, and again I will swatch this on my hand next to the other ones. So that is all of the shades together. This swatch, this hand swatch, honestly just screams autumn to me. Like, all of these tones, they're just so warm and beautiful and obviously hella reflective, and I just absolutely love them. I absolutely love these glitters all year round, but these shades at this time of year are just beautiful. So I'm going in with the 24 karat gold one, and I'm going to look up into my mirror and tap this all along the lower lash line, and I'm also tapping this along a little bit under the wing. Then I'm going in with a smaller fluffy brush, just blending out that very bottom edge, and you can see how incredible that looks. It's just like, you don't expect it to be there. I love these. I absolutely love them. Like, this is definitely one way of like hiding the eye bags, and it's festive. Anything with glitter. So again, I will add mascara and then we'll be done. So I just tidied up that wing a little bit on the outer corner because I did get a little bit of glitter on there. I just drew back over it, and I also added a little bit more glitter under the eyes, only because I put the mascara on and I felt like it was hiding it, so obviously I added more. And that is my 3 looks with the e.l.f. liquid glitters. So the shades that we swatched one last time are Dirty Martini, Copper Pop and 24 karat gold. Let me know which of these shades is your favourite. Let me know which of these looks is your favourite. If you have a look that you love to do with these liquid glitters, then do let me know, because I am always looking at more ways that I can incorporate these into an everyday sort of makeup look. Not that I think that this is an everyday makeup look. This would definitely be like something a little bit different. But if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. You can subscribe down below and you'll get a little notification every time I post a new video. But until next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye!